Hey everybody, welcome to Tilson Live.
Welcome to Tilson Live. We are live right now on our Facebook channel as well as YouTube. So we're going to give folks a little bit of time to jump in, Dawn. But so grateful everybody's going to be joining us today. We'll be talking about customizing one of our newest floor plans, and that is the Angelina. So we are really, really excited. Of course, we are joined as we are every week. Oh, I'm Eric Allered. I forgot to tell y'all. I'm Eric Allered. I'm Senior Vice President of Tilson Homes, also a member of the Tilson's fourth generation of our family. And we are joined, as we are every week, by our Director of Marketing, Executive Producer, Queen of all things marketing content related, Dawn Dancer. Say hi, everybody, Dawn.
Hi, everybody.
And I'm so grateful we have, for the first time, a very special guest, a veteran of the Tilson sales force, coming to us live out of Angleton, by golly, Texas, Miss Kym Dobbs. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
So Kym, I'm so excited to have you. Thank you for sharing this customer experience with us. I'm really, really excited. We have not had an Angelina yet, so I'm really stoked about this. But before we jump into that, will you please take a little bit of time and tell us a little bit about your story? Where are you from? What brought you to Tilson? How long have you been here? And why do you do this?
Well, I live in the Freeport area. I live on the beach. I love it. That's where I'll be forever, I hope. I came to Tilson from the mortgage business and the title business. Tilson, I've been here 6.5 years. It's been absolutely wonderful. This is my last place I'm going to work. That's it. I'm done. I found my other home, and it's Tilson.
Me and you both, sister. I'm with you.
Yep. But other than that, it's just working with our customers every day just is very, very exciting. Everything we do, nothing's real cookie cutter. So every customer is unique. We do things that are unique to them, what they would like to see in their home. And I have not built one house the same in my entire 6.5 years I've been here. It's great.
That's right. Yeah, no, thanks for sharing that. And actually going back on your the title and mortgage knowledge that you bring to the table is super, super helpful. And your customers, they get a lot out of that, I know, because I hear from them. So it's you guys, if you got questions and are building really anywhere, but certainly anywhere around the windstorm area, the coast, Kym Dobbs has forgotten more about coastal living than most of us will ever know. So, like I said, she's on the beach. That's where she lives. She loves Freeport. She loves fishing in the surf. That's how she passes the time. So she enjoys what you enjoy, and she's about what you're about. So, reach out to her. You can find her in Angleton, Texas, and she'll be glad to answer any questions you got. And speaking of questions, please post them in the chat because Dawn and Nick and Kelsey will be monitoring the chat for us. So we're going to stop at some different intervals like we always do and answer your questions. In the chat, we will answer them, we promise. We'll stop at different intervals like I said. Mm-hmm. But without further ado, I'm going to ask Miss Kym to start taking us through the Angelina. You're going to tell us a little bit about this house, about this customer, where they're moving from, what they're doing. Yep. And I'll let you take it away, Kym.
All righty. So that is the base plan, our stock plan on what it actually looks like when you start out. This is the original floor plan that the customer, when we started working together, the customers actually live in Angleton.
Oh, nice.
When they started out, and they built in Angleton. They had land in Angleton inside the city limits. Their parents lived down the street for them. So this is just one great big family affair. They're very, very close-knit family. So they wanted something, a family plan that would be open. They did make modifications to it beyond the stock plan that is currently up on the slideshow.
Yeah. And we'll talk about some of those here in a second. What is it that people like about this Angelina plan? Because it's fairly new. What draws people to it, or maybe what do you recommend it? What kind of families do you recommend this to?
Actually, any size family, you've still got your 3-bedroom, 2 baths. You have the study, which automatically has a closet in it, which could be a 4th bedroom or a guest bedroom, short term, of course. You've got that great large eating bar, the island. They did really like the option of doing the oversized ceramic tile shower. That was one of the biggest selling points. The the room sizes were very nice. The ceiling heights that started off were not your standard 8-foot ceiling heights. And we'll see that as we get later. But the standard heights, you start off on all the bedrooms at like 9-foot ceilings.
Nice.
So that was very, very nice for them to just focus on that as they were making the changes. They got what they wanted to start right off, and then they made additional changes. Plus, a covered porch was already included. And it was a very nice size, deep covered porch where they really didn't have to alter that much.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then we are going to roll on to what did they do to make it their own? So I see we have a house that's attached to a garage here. So tell us a little bit about.
It's not an attached garage. You've got that right. The house is attached to the garage. So the customer, the husband, he has a lot of toys, and the wife likes to play with the toys too. So this is an oversized 3-car garage.
Yeah.
It's got a 16-foot by 8-foot high large garage door, then an 8080 door next to it, faces the front of the house.
Mm-hmm.
That also has a keypad and remote entry for them.
Oh, nice.
And in the back, that is a manual garage door so that he can get all of his toys out, because all in their back area of their land, it's all open. So he can take his toys, run out, and not have to go around the front and try to move cars. It's just like, boom, they're out there, they're having fun, they're playing on their land.
That's awesome.
Yes, absolutely. So as you go through from the garage into the hall area, you're going to walk through and you're going to go into the open, very open, spacious 12-foot and plus family room ceiling height. And you're going to see the kitchen. So what they did was they did a Wimberley island with a Shiloh ceiling treatment. So basically it was like a 1-step tray with rope lighting inside the ceiling treatment, along with the LED lights that already come up in the ceiling. It really, really made that area pop.
Yeah, we got some pictures that we're going to show here in a little bit.
Oh, yes. And you've got to see the double oven and the gas cooktop that she did an appliance change that has a griddle on the top. Very, very, it turned out really nice.
I saw that.
Yeah.
A little teaser for everybody. You're going to see a gigantic stove with griddle in the middle.
Oh,
I wanted to say that the whole time. I'm sorry.
It's awesome. It's awesome. The study is still there, but they did a powder room option so that, you know, if the guest bath was occupied as they have family members over, then of course they had this powder room as well. And it really worked out well with them doing that customized option.
Awesome.
They added a tankless water heater, a gas water heater in that utility area as well, which that was a perfect fit for that space. Or you could, of course, you know, do a refrigerator or something else. They did want a tankless, so that fit very well. They also did the option of the alternate master bathroom layout, which did a soaking tub and the shower, as we spoke about before. They wanted that combination. And since that option, this plan had that custom option, it was an easy fix for them to visually see on the plan.
Right.
You know, a 1-step tray ceiling to really make that master bedroom pop.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
And they ended up going, they did brick along the rear of the home as well, I saw.
They added the brick in the stock plan that came with hardy lap siding, and they wanted the conformity of having the brick go all the way around, so we added brick for them as well.
Very cool. I think the garage is way understated. It is a 3-car, but let's be honest. I mean, it's 3 cars wide, but it's a solid 2-car. I mean, this is a 5 or 6 car garage.
Yeah, and razors, lots of toys.
Well, it's at least 4 because you could put a car in the back too. So you've got the door.
That's true.
Yeah.
So Dawn, do we have any questions you want to answer at this little phase here? So I see they're ended up with 2,114 feet of living area and 1,147 feet of garage. So we've got quite the.
That is a
space.
garage.
Yeah.
The San Antonio is like 1,200 square feet. So their garage is like the size of one of our houses.
Yes.
Yes.
We do have a few questions. Erica is saying this is the plan that she is planning to build, and she's curious about how much it is to add the cathedral ceiling going out into the back porch.
Oh, okay. Well, I think we have that information. Just a second. So your cathedral ceiling in the family room, yeah, rear cover porch, cathedral ceiling. So the port, it's about a little over 13,000 to do the rear cover porch cathedral ceiling. But also I believe that cathedral ceiling, the porch, it's not the same size.
Right, it gets extended typically out about 3 feet.
Yeah, because it has to go out past beyond the back of the bedroom, the bedrooms. So anyway.
All right. Riley is curious about the cost of the normal side entry garage on this model.
I have that as well. So thanks for asking. So a attached 2-car side load, you're about 46,000.
All right. Eric is curious whether the driftwood island would fit into the kitchen.
Yeah, if the Wimberley one fits, it'd be pretty solid that the driftwood would also fit in there.
And also curious about the standard ceiling heights in the living area.
So you're 10.6 in the family room on the base plan, and then 9 foot everywhere else. But yeah, 10 foot 6 inches in the family room and the foyer.
Great. Elizabeth is asking if it's possible to do the Fredericksburg master bedroom bathroom on an Angelina.
What do you think, Kym? What could be done customization wise?
Oh, we can definitely do that. We're probably going to have to add some square footage. But yes, it is definitely possible to make that change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can do that.
Great. And then Lauren is asking if we can add a 4th bedroom with the garage, and where would that 4th bedroom go?
Well, Kym, do you think there is the 4th bedroom option typically is the study, right?
Yes. So typically we would change the study to a 4th bedroom. To do a 4th bedroom on this plan, we're going to have to add, oh, Lordy. It might be kind of difficult. We'd have to add a hallway somewhere else, but in that increased living area would increase the price of the home, the living area, plus windstorm if you're in Brazoria. But typically the option for the 4th bedroom would be the study, with replacing the study, which you would still have a closet in there.
Yeah, what I'd probably recommend doing is that we would go to to probably another plan, honestly.
Yeah.
If that were, if you needed a 4th bedroom and that garage and the study, Lauren, we'd probably be better off starting out with a different plan and go from there.
Okay, I think that makes sense. Eric is asking if putting in that tankless water heater was a big price change.
What do you think, Kym?
No, it was not, because what we do is we give you credit for the standard water heater or base water heater, and it's typically another $1,000. So it's like around $1,000.
It's very reasonable.
Great. Martina's curious if we know how expensive the mega garage was.
The mega garage was about, and this was, way back when they first started to build with us. So it might be a little more, but it was about $69,000 to do that garage. He wanted it really bad.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? I mean,
yeah, that's not crazy since it's the size of a house.
Of a house, yeah. I mean, you're talking it's every bit more half of a house. It costs about what half a house costs. So
right.
There you go. Crystal and Derek are asking what size are our standard garage doors?
So standard is going to be your 16-foot wide on a 2-car garage, and usually either 7-foot or 8-foot tall, depending on the plan. So like on this one, because it has a 9-foot ceiling in the garage, because it has a 9-foot plate, it is going to have an 8-foot tall overhead door, which is really nice. So a lifted truck, like what Kym drives from time to time, will actually fit in this garage. So you have an 8-foot tall door on most of these plans in this series that have 9-foot plate. You have an 8-foot tall overhead door.
Great. And then Tess is asking about what this house would be at as a price per square foot.
Well, Tess, we don't really price them by the square foot, so we would typically just give you whatever the actual price of the home is. Which again, this is back before all the lumber prices went completely nutty. But do you have the overall price, Kym? I could get it if we.
The overall price for this home when it was sold, and there was no lot payoff, so the sales price was about $348.
Yeah, so about $350. Yep.
For this home.
Great.
So and again, Tess, I highly recommend you be very careful shopping by square foot. I was actually looking at a builder's site just day before yesterday, and I was looking at some of their designs, and it had the living area. It said indoor living, whatever, 1,846 square feet, outdoor living, 200 square feet, total living, 2,046 square feet. Well, the outdoor living is porch. So, they can get very, very misleading when builders start talking price per square foot, which is why we don't do it. We don't want anybody to misunderstand. We calculate our living area the exact same way that appraisal districts count the living area, which is brick ledge to brick ledge, outside the house to outside the house, not including porches, not including garages. So those are calculated and taxed differently by appraisal districts here in Texas. So great question, Tess. I'm glad you asked, and hope that explanation helps a little bit.
But yeah, if you have somebody quoting you a price per square foot, make sure you're very clear with them what they're including in that square footage.
Yes, right. Great.
And Crystal and Derek are very excited about the height of the garage doors because her husband has lifted trucks.
Yay.
Well, you said you had trucks. We assume that they're lifted. That's just
Of course.
some things are given.
All righty. And that is all the questions we have at the moment.
Awesome. Well, Kym, we'll turn it back over to you and have you take us. We want to see some of these things in action.
All right.
Tell me a little about what they did. Kind of, it's a beautiful little spot there in Angleton, Texas.
So let me see here. They did the colonial style windows. We call those divided lights. Right. Those divided lights, or the exterior, or the look is decorative. So what you see is those divided lights are in between the double panes of the glass. Nice. Because all of our windows are low E double pane glass. So we do have decorative design. So they chose the divided light or colonial style design for their front windows.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
You can see part of the front door here. But there's another picture of it. They did the Iron Girl full light design mahogany holster door as a luxury choice, which would be an upgrade, but that is something they wanted. They wanted that because it also had a Texas design in it. They did an antique. The brick is what's it called? Was mocha brown antique.
Nice.
The plan.
I love how we do the belly band on this plan.
Yes, the belly band, soldier's course, rowlock, whatever it's called. Those are nice little accents that you can see under some of the eaves and above the window headers.
Cool.
Their windows, they chose the pebble stone, which matched their colors very, very nicely when they did the colors for the soffits, the exterior paint. And garage doors are also white.
Yeah, and I was looking here, going back to the question that on a 9-foot plate height, that means that the soffit comes down to about an 8 foot, which is height. That's why this door is 8 foot tall. So it's a nice tall 8 foot overhead door. There's a better shot of that.
That's the nice shot of that. It's very, very nice.
I love that front door.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, there's actually a really good shot of all the weep holes that the masons do. So every third brick, we got to do a weep hole. That's as moisture builds up between these walls, that it's able to get down and out of the house. So you don't ever want to cover these up. These are really, really important to the performance of your home. Yep.
Oh, I wanted to point out that this customer chose an 18-inch foundation height. Yeah. So that is going to be higher than what we're going to see at 14 and a half. That was a City of Angleton requirement, which he was very happy with anyway, because he wanted it to be raised as well.
Yeah, I don't blame him. When you're in a coastal area, I've never had anybody complain about being too high above the road in a coastal area.
For sure.
All right, tell us about what we see going on across here. Take us from the left to the right, Kym. What are we looking at back here?
All right, from the left, you're going to see the 8080 manually operated exit door for all the toys, the garage door for them to get out toward the backyard. Going down, you are going to see the rear of bedroom 3. Mm-hmm. Then the covered porch area with the 3 4050 fixed windows, 4060, excuse me.
Yeah, these are big
windows on their covered porch with their cedar 6x6
pretty close.
rough sawn beam. It's a really nice accent to have that beam there like that. Yep. Then those 2 windows there are the dining area, also 4060. And then, those are single hung. If you'll notice that they've got, you can open those, single hung, tilt. And then the master bedroom, you've got 4050 windows as well there in the rear.
Yeah, all of which can be
Very
customized
nice
to suit anybody's view, right? So that's good. You can see the ridge venting that's done along there. So you get that passive attic ventilation. We try as much as we can to locate all attic vents, any kind of, like for your exhaust fans that's in utility rooms, your bathrooms, the actual vent hood itself, plumbing vents. We try to locate as many of those on the back of the home as possible, so that you're not looking at them. It's not always possible to do that, depending on like cathedral ceilings and things like that. But every time we can, just little details like that to try and make your forever home really pretty and attractive. So that's a nice hangout area.
Oh yes,
very nice.
Definitely. So and
this comes off the dining area.
Yes.
We got
that ceiling fan right there.
Yeah,
James Hardy, the ceiling fan up there, which really can help with, if there's no breeze in the afternoon, you're going to help circulate that air right out there.
Nice. Yeah. Beautiful. All right, now what really people are waiting for is we get inside. Tell us a little about this. So this was from which model again?
That was from the Wimberley.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Yep. The Santa Cecilia granite tile.
Nice.
The Shiloh ceiling treatment up above with the LED lights, and it's got the rope lighting up there along the edge. Mm-hmm. When they turn that on, it really adds some nice accent. They chose the standard cabinets in a beach. It's a beach cabinet door. Kona is the stain.
Yeah, so it'd be poplar these days.
Oh, I'm sorry, poplar. Yes, I'm sorry.
A little bit harder wood.
Yep. A harder wood. Mm-hmm. They did a level 3 deco tile backsplash, which it does not break the bank, ladies and gentlemen. It is very nice. You can change that, and it doesn't add a whole lot of cost.
Well, yeah, and that's actually one of the cool things about going with the cooktop and double O's, which we'll get to here in a second, I know, but there isn't a whole lot of backsplash to upgrade.
Right.
There's only that little bit over here and about, I don't know, 6 feet on this one side. So.
And with that separate cooktop, you really get to see it because you don't have the top part of the stove.
Speaking of which, let's talk a little bit about what they did.
So yes.
Double ovens.
Oh yes, double ovens. Of course, they've got the gas range there, which has a griddle on the top. Very, very nice.
I see that. Very nice.
Yes, very nice. That is definitely something that she wanted.
Is that one of the ones that flips over and has a grill on the other side?
No, it's just the griddle for griddle use only. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Got some pancakes
this morning,
going.
My son was wanting pancakes, and I didn't want to mess with it because I didn't want to get the skillet out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, was it the heavy wrought iron skillet?
Exactly.
So,
anyway, I don't know if my wife ended up making for him or not after I left, but he wouldn't get them from me.
Well, Eric, you need to just be lazy like me and just leave it up there forever. It lives there. It's fine. I don't need those 2 burners.
It's funny. Well, that is really, really pretty. And that's a chef's dream come true. The double ovens, the microwave hood combo that's vented, and then it's got to be a 36-inch wide.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Very nice.
Beautiful. Yeah, there's that beautiful Santa Cecilia slab granite. So a lot of beautiful things happen in this kitchen. What do we got going on here?
All right. So the faucet first is a touchless faucet that they changed. And it's labeled as glass cleaner, but it's really a glass rinser. And they were expecting a child, and we were talking about, she saw this on Pinterest or something, and we went online, and Delta has this product. And so we started talking, it's a rinser, and it'd be really, really good for rinsing baby bottles.
Oh, okay.
Think about it, put it upside down, and it shoots up into the receptacle, the glass bottle.
Oh, very cool.
Because that little thing right there flips open, and then it comes on, and you rinse it, and then that way you don't have dried milk or dried stuff that you can put them in the sink until you can put them in the dishwasher or however you want to do it.
Oh, that would help so much with bottles and sippy cups and the impossibly expensive water bottles that your kids are going to want when they're older that they leave soda in.
Yes, and the powdered formula that gets stuck at the bottom. Why is it easier now? Although I'm not saying we start over with kids.
No.
I'm just saying this would have been really cool to have.
Yes.
But yeah.
And it was all my customers' idea. I didn't even know something like that existed. That's how, speaking with our customers and finding out what they want, you learn so much every day. Every day is an adventure. I love it.
That's awesome.
That's too cool. Well, Dawn, do you want to pause here? Do we have any other questions that folks have, or anything we can help with?
Yes, we do have a few more questions. Becky
do you have questions that are windstorm related, anything like that? Because this house was in fact in Brazoria County in the city of Angleton. So this one would have had sewer hookups, water hookups, natural gas hookups. So it's a little bit different from some of the other ones we've done. We'll answer all your questions we can. So, sorry, Dawn.
That's all right. So Becky is actually building in Angelina as well. And they've reversed their plan. She's curious about how much it would cost her to do like a concrete driveway and walkway from the master and covered porch.
Well, it's going to depend on how far off the road you are. We're not sure how far off the road you are, or maybe we've done the stakeout by now, Becky. I don't know offhand, but the driveway is going to just depend on how far off the road you are, and we can price that out for you after the home is staked, and we have that footage calculated. And then the walkway, same thing. We want to get an idea if you want it to just go straight, or if you want kind of more of a little bit of an architectural design to kind of go with landscape a little more. But suffice to say that yes, we can do the driveway and have that price right there for you. We can get that to the sales consultant. The sales consultant can get from the stakeout superintendent. So we'll try to do that for you.
All right. And Laura is asking on this one with Mega Garage, what did the overall width end up on the home?
I have that K1 pulled up real quick. So it's right just a hair under 90 feet wide, just under 90 feet. But remember, 30 feet of that is the garage. So the house itself is about 60, and the house with this particular garage is about 90.
Okay. And Alfredo is asking where we recommend that they install a tankless water heater.
Kym, do you have any recommendations?
I usually recommend it, of course, in the utility room or the garage. And we do have an option as well, as you can put it outside. There are exterior versions which cost the same as a regular water heater, a tankless. So they are made to go outside as well. So we can't put them in closets, nothing like that per code, but usually utility, garages, or an exterior location.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah, I actually love it being on the exterior, because I'm always thinking about if something goes wrong when I'm not there, of course. Yeah. And so it doesn't happen that often. That's the whole Mark Twain. I spent a great amount of my life worry about things that never happen. But it's just something about that. But yeah, which you cannot do with a conventional water heater that you can do with a tankless is have it actually outside.
Oh, very nice.
She nailed it.
Great. Let's see. Erica is asking if the price changes when you have brick go around the back of the house.
What happens, Kym?
Yes, it does. As a matter of fact, on this house, just for example, taking the lap siding, the James Hardy plank off, that was about a $3,500 credit. And then the brick walls was about $8,000. So basically between the two, you paid about $4,300. We give you credit for anything we remove from the stock plan and replace it with what you want.
That's right. And in addition to that, part of that cost, of course, is we're adding 5.5 inches of brick ledge. So the slab itself grows by a 2x6 by 5.5 inches. So if you have a builder out there maybe telling you, oh, it's even swap, make a difference one way or the other if you're hard plank or your brick, find out if the slab is being reduced, because typically if they're saying that, they're flipping 6 inches inside the home and taking that out of the back of it, which in a family
to use a living area.
Yeah, it may not be a big deal, but in a bedroom or a bathroom, 6 inches can make a difference between something fitting and something not fitting. So, but yeah, part of that cost is making the foundation actually larger. So,
great. Becky is asking if we know how much it would cost to have full windows in the dining and family room.
Full windows.
Full.
Becky, can you kind of clarify what you mean by full? I think we're a little confused.
Well, so we've got 6 footers in let's say I think all of those are 4 foot by 6 foot, Kym.
The master bedroom is 4050, so the dining and the family is 4060.
Right, so that's what she was asking about. So the 4060s there, we could go to 7 foot, but actually I don't know that we can in windstorm, Kym, can we?
Mm-mm.
Right, so
draft doesn't recommend that for the windstorm.
Right, so and what we need to do in windstorm is probably go with a transom window or a window. Yeah, she's at the fixed windows. Yeah, so anywhere else in Texas, we can go to a 4070 window. It's really no factor at all. But in a windstorm area, we can't really get that big because it doesn't. The DP rating, it came to me just before I thought the DP rating on the window won't pass windstorm certification. So Canyon Lake, where you're building, no factor at all.
Yep.
We can go to 4070s. We can do 6060s. I mean, they do cost a little bit different, but 4070s aren't that big a deal. But
hey, Eric, what's a DP rating?
Pressure, basically. So you got on a windstorm, let's say a hurricane were coming in, like Freeport, heaven forbid, or Angleton, where this house was built. Obviously, you have a high wind load. That's what they're really worried about with a windstorm. The flooding doesn't have anything to do with windstorm, but wind is what they're worried about. So if the larger the window is, the more surface area that is susceptible to that wind blowing. So they only allow a certain amount of pressure on glass, even tempered glass, before they'll say, no, that's too much. You got to do something different.
Okay, that makes sense. Nydia is saying she's going to have to start her plans over again so that she can have the glass rinser. And Jana is agreeing with her.
Right, that's crazy.
I know. Denise is asking if the back wall of the kitchen was made longer to add in that double oven.
Kym, you tell me.
Yeah. No.
I don't know that it got any.
No, we did not have to add any more living area to do that.
Yeah, you probably just lose some countertop. I mean, that's
Yes.
something to consider.
Yes. Not much.
Wonderful. And then Nora is asking if that stovetop with a griddle is something that we offered.
Yes.
It actually is.
Yes, it was part of our appliance package price book. Plus, we can get special pricing on if you want different appliance packages or you want something unique, let's say like the glass rinser. We have a purchasing department that we can go to and ask them, my customer would like this in lieu of this, what's on the stock plan. So yes, we can make those changes.
Okay.
Great
And
question.
Becky
Thanks.
clarified on full windows what she meant was the type we can't open.
The fixed, yeah, and I think she even asked for the
Price, yeah.
price later. Yeah, to go to a 4070 window instead of a 4060, and it's about $140 per window. So it's really pretty negligible. It's really just what you want.
Okay.
About $140.
Great. And Erica is saying, you said that they built in windstorms. She's building in Austin County. Are there certain things that she needs to take into account there?
No, ma'am. No. Texas Department of Insurance only classifies counties that touch the Gulf Mexico has windstorm counties. So you would not be building in a windstorm county. Good.
Perfect. And let's see, Lauren is saying she is building this. She's asking about the Cypress model, so different plan. What comes standard for flooring throughout the home, and is it the same for the Angelina?
I'll bet you Kym knows the answer to that one.
So the answer is no. The Angelina does have a level 2 vinyl flooring. It's an Armstrong product. The Cypress does not come with that vinyl flooring in that plan, but it can be changed. We can change anything for you.
So you're talking the level 2 is in the one that we're showing, but standard would be
the same for Angelina, correct?
Yeah, standard is going to be tile in all your wet areas.
Or level 1 vinyl.
Right, yeah, level 1 tile or level 1 vinyl plank, yeah, in all your wet areas, and then all your common areas are going to be carpet. Great question. Thanks, Lauren.
Wonderful. Thanks for asking. And that is all the questions we have right now.
Well, we're going to keep on moving along past the infamous glass cleaner picture.
Everybody wants one of those now.
All right, so we did the powder bath option. Tell us about what's going on in these pictures.
So the utility and powder, they did opt for, they have cabinets above their washer and dryer. That is the poplar, as you pointed out. In the powder room, they have a pedestal sink with the standard height toilet in there as well. A nice little shortcut without having to go into the bathroom all the way to bath 2.
Yeah, so it's kind of very attractive because it's right off the foyer.
Yes.
So this is a very tastefully done kind of nice little entry welcome to the house. You got a pedestal lab, you got a nice pretty, I love the kind of the throwback, the chrome plumbing fixtures. It's very farmhouse, very classic. So, and of course we do blocking behind everywhere. There's the toilet paper holders, towel bars, there's a towel rig on the other side, and it's all blocked behind there. So these are not mounted in the sheetrock. They're actually mounted in lumber. Oh, and there's the vinyl plank. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, there's a floor plug there too, by the way. That is not standard. It isn't upgrade, but it sure will be nice if you're going to put a couch or a recliner or something there, a recliner that actually needs electricity to open. So they did opt for that floor plug as well.
For sure. Tell us about these. Look like, are these kind of a V-groove or beadboard interior doors? Tell me about those.
The style of door is what you're asking about?
Yeah.
That is, you threw me off. I wasn't expecting to have that.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, I know there's different options. How many different options of doors do they have? I think
we have 5 different styles of door. I think that is what it does look like beadboard. Yes, it is definitely beadboard. So that's more of a ranch style look throughout the house.
It's pretty.
I love that you get to choose because a lot of people don't let you pick.
Oh, they let you pick.
Okay.
They just charge
you can do anything for a price, Eric. I like that we allow you to do it without charging your normal.
Yeah, the fact that we include 5 is pretty unique. So nicely done.
So the master bedroom, it's got the step tray ceiling in there as well. Those are 4050 windows in the rear that open. Are there screens on the back? I think they are.
There were in some, yeah. So that's a great thing to point out, though, is that all of ours will be have screens included. All the operable windows. Now they don't put them on the very end, so they don't get damaged.
Yes. So I do want to point out, and you can't see it in this room because it's actually on the wall going back into the breakfast area. But a lot of my customers, because I'll talk to them, I said, hey, you guys have flat screen TVs. Well, yes, Kym, I do. And I said, how about we make sure you don't see those hanging plugs? Yes, that wall right there. That's where I did their whole TV setup plug with their Cat 5 RG6 coaxial connections and everything. I have that relocated to a 66 inches above finished floor height.
Perfect.
And then added another plug beneath, because by code we have to have electrical codes so many feet apart per wall, and so they actually did that there in the master bedroom, and they did it in their family room for their flat screen TVs to make it look a lot cleaner look. So you don't have, unless you're going to do an armoire or something, or a desk or some, a counter spot underneath. You really don't. Nobody really wants to look at all those wires hanging down just to plug in their flat screen.
Right.
Very well thought out.
Thank you. My favorite.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful. That semi-frameless shower came out absolutely beautiful. They just opted to use a standard shower head, which we could have put a handheld shower head in addition to with a diverter. We could make it lots different, but this is very simple, very clean. It does have a bench seat in there as well. It's my understanding that bench seat is the height of the deck tub.
Yeah.
Well, makes it perfect, but it just looks so clean and open in there. If you'll notice on the bottom of the shower, the semi-frameless shower, it does have the Santa Cecilia granite curb that matches the granite slab countertops that they have with their rectangular undermount bathroom sinks.
And it's important to note that all of that is included.
Yes.
Nice.
I don't see any upgrades in here whatsoever, except maybe the frosted.
Yes, they did obscure glass.
But and a lot of folks in the city will do that. In the county, we find a lot that don't. They just like the light coming in and maybe put a curtain up. But everything else you see in here is included in really all of our homes. There's the semi-frameless shower glass, the plumbing fixtures you see, the granite curb, the granite counters, the cabinets, the towel bars. Everything that you see here this is how we finish our tubs. We put the cabinet fronts on so you can access the drains, you can access the valves for the plumbing fixtures. We really put a nice product out there for our customers. Beautiful, beautiful job.
Beautiful.
Kym. Oh, I guess this matters to people.
It matters a lot.
Yes, closets. Oh my God, yes. It's a very open closet. You've got all those shelves. You've got, in this case, you've got 3 rods. So, the shorter rods and the long rod, the shorter rods, skirts, shirts, whoever, husband or wife, gets whatever section, there's a lot of choice.
Yeah.
No crummy wire shelves.
Right.
No wire shelving here. No. That is awesome. Well, tell us a little bit about, here we go. We have closets for the secondary rooms.
So
and again, this is included.
That's included. You've got all those shelves. In this particular plan, that shelf unit was included, which I think that is a very neat spot because it's in the middle, because on some of the plans, it's actually hidden off to the corner at the end of the closet. This way, if you open up both of those doors on the closet, you can see everything. If you're coordinating your shoes, your purses, your hats, whatever, whoever has the room.
I struggle with it every morning. Ponytail holders.
You can see everything. Right. And yep.
Scrunchies are back, y'all.
Yes, they are. They are definitely back.
Well, I'm late to the party. All right, tell us about the secondary bath. Again, everything here is included. There's no upgrades whatsoever.
They didn't need any changes there. Everything's beautiful, clean. It did look like they did the bullnose granite edges throughout, and they did keep the rectangular undermount sink, your Delta chrome faucets. So they didn't make any changes in there. Those 2 shelves come standard on your tub surrounds, especially in your bath too. Of course, if you guys wanted any niches, we can do shower niches. A small upgrade between the studs. Typically, they're like 16 inches high. We can customize them. You just can talk to your sales representative about that. And we can make specialized niches as well.
Great.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Kym.
You're welcome.
If I get I think there's only,
There you go.
An absolute bowling alley. I love
Oh my goodness. Well, let me point out as well, they did a disappearing stairs in the garage to max out storage.
I think they did.
Because the garage itself wasn't big enough.
Yeah, it was not big enough. So, but what they did is they did the non-insulated, which we cannot do an insulated one in the garage because it's not a living area. So the non-insulated disappearing doors are in there. Of course, it is the aluminum ladder, but it will be non-insulated. So he wanted to access that additional storage.
Perfect.
But this just gives you a bigger idea of the
Wow.
It's massive. It's massive.
Yeah, I'm imagining all kinds of cool and wonderful things inside here.
Yeah, Kelsey was saying she had a hard time taking a picture of this all of the garage at once. Like, it's so massive.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right. So now, what do we have? I'll bet we've got questions.
We do. We have lots of questions. Nydia just wanted to say, great job, Kym, and I agree with her. She's doing amazing.
It is Kym with a Y.
Kym with a Y.
A little different.
Eric is saying that they're going to do the alternate utility. Is there a way to make the utility room a little bit bigger?
Absolutely. We can do it.
All right. And then Elizabeth is asking on that half bath if they can ask for us to leave the mirror off, and what are their options if they do not want the pedestal sink in there?
Kym, what say you?
Well, that is a great question. And yes, we can take the mirrors off any bathroom vanities. I've had customers do their own mirrors. We do give you a credit for the mirror. We can remove the vanity lights. Like I said, we can do anything that you want. We do give you credit for whatever we remove. Instead of a pedestal sink in there, I can certainly do a small granite countertop with it's a base cabinet, and you still get to pick either oval or rectangular sink sizes. So that would be a yes.
Great. And Erica's making a note on the floor plug. It was something she didn't think about, so thanks for mentioning that. Let's see. Martha is asking, how many square feet is the Angelina?
So I have that. The base plans, what about right at 2,000, 2,050? Is that pretty close?
Mm-hmm.
And then I believe this one ended up being closer to 2,117. I remember.
Actually, I think that, well, the total living area was 2,041.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And then Nicole is asking where we have the square room openings, can those be framed out with crown molding?
Absolutely. We can do that as well.
They're typically done with casing, Nicole. They're cased open.
Yes.
They're done with casing.
Yes.
Okay. And Riley is asking if our homes come with blinds.
No, we don't do blinds.
We don't do blinds in the windows, but we can do one light French doors with mini blinds added.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
We can do that.
And it's between the panes of glass as well.
Yes.
Great.
It'll get dusty.
Peggy is asking, she's building the Livingston B in Fannin City. Are all of our windows that do open, do they have that tilt feature for cleaning?
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, every single hung window is going to have a. Did I say every single hung? I did.
Yes, you did.
Single hung window is the lower sash is a tilt sash window, so they all do tilt in. Great question. Thanks, Peggy.
And let's see, Donna is asking, Kym, when you were talking about moving the electrical outlets and everything for the TVs, how much does that cost per TV to add all of those things?
Well, I'll tell you what.
I have it pulled up.
To raise those TV plugs, the actual whole setup, 66 inches above finished floor, Tilson does not charge you anything. The charge to add the additional plug below is $77 the last time, per our price book, in order to meet code. So per room, everywhere you wanted it done, just basically another $77. And you know what? I think that's a great price, and it would be worth it if that's what you want.
Absolutely. There are entire Pinterest boards dedicated to hiding those cords, and every solution is more than $77. So just go for it.
Yeah.
Riley is asking, what is the cost of adding the separate tub?
I think that's the master bath option.
In the master
Kym?
bath option.
Yeah. So that was about $3,900. Yes. At this time with this customer.
Okay. And Peggy's saying she likes the staggered look of the tile placement on the floor and shower surround. It's beautiful, and is thanking us for these great videos and all the information. So Peggy, thank you. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, the staggered look was actually my idea. That's how I wanted it done. Not true at all.
Angelica's asking the overall price on this home.
Yeah, it's just under $350,000.
And remember, that's with super garage.
Yeah,
right,
that's
with 1,150 square feet of garage.
And Betsy's saying they're building the LaSalle in Gillespie County and are very impressed with what came on standard. Thank you, Betsy.
Wonderful. Thanks, Betsy. We're grateful.
Cynthia says she plans to build on our parents' property, and they are also planning on building their home on the same lot. Could they still build with Tilson if their name is not on the title of the property? So how would that work?
Do you want to take it, Kym?
I'll take it. That's my background. So unfortunately, no. You do have to be on title, and basically that would be having a deed prepared into whoever is going under contract. And then we need to discuss with you, the land itself. Is it acreage? Are you needing to carve out? Are you needing to do a replat? City limits, not city limits. But to answer your question right off the top, in order for Tilson to build you the home, you have to be under contract. So your name needs to be on the deed.
Yeah, so they could deed out a portion of that property to you. So they could, same piece of property, they could have that surveyed out as long as the county or city is okay with that. Have that surveyed out, and they can deed that portion over to you, so that you're entitled on that piece and they're entitled on this piece. Great question. Thanks, Cynthia, and thank you, Kym.
Thanks.
Like that title background is
amazing. Becky is asking if they do full showers instead of the bath. Do any niches come with it?
No, you'll get the what do you call those? Those little ledges in your standard. But we can do them, and they're not that expensive. We just need to figure out if you need them a certain size, if you have larger shampoo bottles or the standard or that kind of thing. But yes, we can put those in. Yeah,
shampoo bottles are very large. Becky is asking if they can get a look at the pantry. Kelsey, I know you are monitoring the Facebook comments. Can you look and see if we have any pictures? And if we do, she can post them for you.
Yeah, all I was able to find in the presentation was a little sliver of the pantry door. I did look.
We'll see if she's got some more. I know Kelsey snuck in there and took a ton of pictures. So we'll see what we've got. Candy is asking, why do we only do colored stain on the floors instead of clear stain when we're doing stained
concrete? I don't know, Eric. All I've got is colors. That's stained concrete. She wants the concrete look, the gray.
Yeah, because really I've never seen it done with just clear. Because everything is to change the color, Candy, no matter what that you do on it. So the truth is that the chemical that's put on there is going to naturally change the color of the concrete. It's not just you even use the phrase clear stain, which is a little bit of an oxymoron, right? It's either clear or it's stained. And the way we do it is every single chemical that they put on there is going to change the way that concrete looks. So, kind of a brown or a terracotta or a green or there are some that are gray, but for the most part, they are. No matter what you do, it's going to change the color. And actually, that's kind of one of the features. If you go back and just look at a piece of concrete that has nothing on it yet, you can kind of look at how many different, gray shades of the different color there are already there. It's darker gray, lighter gray. And anything you put on there is just going to enhance that, which is part of the appeal. But some people like a little more predictable look. But the stained concrete is beautiful. You need to know that it does show the wear patterns over time, just like carpet does. You walk, it's over time it becomes known, the traffic patterns. So Mine's always close to the pantry. I don't know why that is. The kids must head over there to the pantry, the refrigerator a lot. But great question, Candy.
Thanks, Candy. Joss is saying she's building the Cypress model. What shelving and storage is in that walk-in closet? She doesn't remember seeing what it looks like.
I don't
A bunch.
A bunch, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too dissimilar from this one. It's because it was designed around the same time, so it's going to be very, very, very close, very similar to what you probably would see in the driftwood.
Yeah, if you do the driftwood model tour, you should be able to see that master closet.
It's going to be very, very close to that. It's actually bigger than what's in the driftwood. It's about probably 14 by 9, 14 by 10 overall, so almost the size of a room. And it has 2 shelves and 2 rods. It's got 2 separate 5-shelf banks. It's got multiple spots where it has 2 shelves and rods, then a single shelf and rod. So it's got a significant amount of storage. Yeah.
Good. Martina has a question on Mega Garage. I'm going to trademark that. Can it be heated and cooled? And if so, what would be that cost?
It would be called a house. It would be, it would then be living area, Martina. So that's a great question. And it would be priced so it would end up costing basically what the San Antonio cost. It'd be closer to that $140,000, $150,000 mark, because we have to do everything to it that we would for living area. We got to do the 2-stage polycell, insulate it, do the blower door test, duct blaster tests. It'll be inspected as if it's living area, so it would have to have egress. We have to have insulated garage doors, so it would be living area. It wouldn't be a garage anymore.
Great. Jennifer is asking if we can tell them the square footage of Mega Garage.
Total square foot.
You got it, Kym?
Yeah.
I think it was 1147.
Yeah, I think it's actually on the slide.
Yes.
Yeah, it was 1,147 square feet.
Yep. Huge.
And the total living was 2,114 square feet of living area, 1,147 feet of garage.
Awesome. Eric is
and not to be left out. I'm sorry.
Okay.
About 205 square feet of total covered porch.
Great. Erica says, thank you for answering all of her questions. She's meeting with Araceli again and Katie this week. So,
fantastic.
Thanks for watching, Erica. Nicole is asking if we can also frame out the windows with the casings.
We can, yeah. You can case it anywhere. It's just trim that goes around. So yeah, we can put that in all kinds of different places.
Wonderful. Jennifer is asking if we can do attic storage in the garage on all floor plans, and what would that price be?
Well, the answer is yes. So you have the price of the disappearing stairway, Kym, and then we need to get pricing on if you wanted it actually decked. Not everybody does. They want to do their own decking in a different way later. We don't typically deck it, mostly because there's electrical wiring running through there and there's bracing running through there. So most folks want to get in there and see how much space they actually need and then deck it. But the really just the cost of the disappearing stairway. And
the disappearing stairs, the non-insulated, is typically about $625.
Okay. So yeah.
Okay. Angelica's asking if we can tell them the price of the massive garage.
That would have been about $69,000.
Yeah.
Perfect. Jody's saying she is building an Angelina and Bandera and can't wait to get started. Should be very soon.
Oh, nice.
So very exciting. Thanks for watching, Jody.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Tawana is building the Angelina in San Jacinto County. She has a fireplace with a plug for TV. Can we drill the holes or mount the bracket for the TV for her?
We typically do not do that. No, Tawana, we don't. That's not something that we do, mostly because the bracket is not every bracket is the same for TV. So you really need to get, when you buy your TV, wherever you buy it from, you need to ask them what kind of bracket you're going to need for that. It needs to be rated not just for the width of it, but also for the weight of the TV. So we don't get into that because we don't know what kind of TV you're going to be using.
Okay, makes sense. Denise is asking if there's a go, no-go point after soil samples are taken and the house cannot be built without extensive work to the land.
Repeat that question. Say, is there a go or no-go point after soil samples are taken and the house cannot be built without extent? I mean, so Denise, what you're asking is, could you, I guess, terminate the agreement? You could, yeah. Before we start construction, certainly. We'd hate for that to happen, but it can happen. Yeah, you would, and there's actually on our contract, there's just a graduated list of percentages that you would pay up to that point. Actually, it's done all the way through the process. I mean, we've had things in typically once we start construction, it's something bad happens. I mean, guys, in 90 years, we've kind of seen it all. So, death, divorce, weird stuff that happens in life, and so we line out in the initial agreement while we're all still friends and like each other, exactly how it's going to have to end if something happens like that. Or if you win the lottery and move to Hawaii, we never see you again, you're going to have to pay us for whatever portion up to that point that we've done. And then we release any kind of liens and walk away. But hopefully that doesn't happen. But the contract does make accommodations for that. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
For both parties, by the way, while we're at it.
Makes sense. Becky is asking if middle shelving in the second and third bedroom closets is standard.
It depends on the plan. So in this one, it is, right, Kym?
Actually, the middle shelving was only in bedroom 2. In the middle, in bedroom 3, I'm sorry, yes. In this case, they both did have the shelving, but it depends on the plan. We can move them on the ends, we can add them, and it's a minimum charge if you want something like that. But yes, this particular plan, it does already have it.
Okay, great. Joseph is asking if we're currently building anywhere in Cass County.
No, Joseph, we don't currently have any homes under construction in Cass County. I just double checked.
All right. And Martha is saying they're going to start building in Rosharon, and the property is in a flood zone, and they want to start moving in fill dirt. Should they wait for us to go see the property first?
Kym, what say you?
I say yes, please do. It could save you money in the long run. Not every piece of property in the dirt. I mean, there's different types of dirt. You could be clay. You can be, a sandy fill. You just don't know what you're getting into. If you brought the dirt in and it wasn't select fill, the very, very best, because we want you to have the very best in order for us to guarantee your foundation. So I would say it's better to wait for us. Now, if you bought property and there was already a dirt pad there from many years ago, there's not a lot you can do. But if you're thinking about going ahead and doing a dirt pad, talk to your salesperson first, and let's get some ideas for you.
Yeah, tons of experience with and every county is a little bit different with what they require. So, yeah, please let us come out there and take a look at it first.
Absolutely. Rusty is asking if there's a solid wall option for the master shower instead of tile. They had a house where they used solid sheet cultured marble, and it was so much easy to clean with minimal grout lines.
We hadn't done it in a long time, Rusty. We hadn't done cultured marble in probably a decade or more. Not to say that we couldn't. I'd probably look at, if that was a real sticking point for you, I'd probably recommend looking at something like granite or quartz, which they do make to go around shower walls. I think our granite contractor will do that. I want to double check. I don't know that we even have a source for cultured marble anymore.
Okay. Warren is asking about the base price on the Angelina with no garage.
Well, Warren, it depends on where you're building. So you can actually either go to the website and check that out, or I can quote the price, I guess, for Brazoria County, which is where this one is. Which are probably about $223. Does that sound right, Kym? I think it's about $223, $225, somewhere in there, in unincorporated Brazoria County, Texas.
If you're including windstorm, I would say yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so check on the website, Warren, for your exact county. Because if you're not building a windstorm, then that wouldn't be included. You wouldn't need to include that.
Great. Becky is asking if there is storage area in the attic.
Well, there is in this one because they opted for it. So, I mean, theoretically, yes. Anywhere there's not mechanical equipment, their storage. Now, it's not rated for like a second story. Okay, folks, it's not. We don't put your gun safe up there. That's not what it's for. It is not recommended that you put loads and loads and loads of things up there, but you can store, Christmas decorations, that kind of stuff, moving boxes, the stuff you don't want in your house. I don't know why you keep it anyway. Why does it move with us? I'll never know.
Because that's just how it works.
Burn it in the backyard. Let's pay $80 a month to store it forever. But
you might want it someday. You got to keep it.
Right. So.
Perfect. Jennifer is asking, what's the cost to add the upstairs bonus room to the Angelina?
Alrighty. I think I have that one. Do I have that one? Guest bedroom. I don't know that it has I don't have the bonus room option. I don't think that there is one.
No.
So no, we'd have to figure out a place where we're going to put
stairs.
There's a bonus.
I'll look at the A elevation, and I don't know that there is.
Oh, okay. There definitely is on the B.
Yeah, the B we can, but this one here. Yeah, bonus room is you're about 63,000.
You can get a mega garage for that.
We can do it on the A as well. I'm sorry, we can do it on the A as well. I don't know, that's the Abilene. Yeah, I don't know about the Angelina. Yeah, okay, 56 on the Angelina A. I'm sorry, I apologize. I did go find it. It's about 56,000, so it's a little bit smaller on the A.
Okay. Joseph, who was asking about homes in Cass County, is a little confused. Do we build in Cass County?
So at this time, Joseph, we're actually not able to build in Cass County. We don't have anything. It's probably 2 counties over from where we currently have anything under construction, and so we wouldn't want to put the customer in a situation where a building superintendent is an hour and a half from his or her nearest job, and so right now we aren't able to offer up Cass County. But when you're getting closer to going under construction, actually ready to get started, do reach out to us, and we can always double check we got something closer, like Sulphur Springs or Mount Pleasant heading out that way, and we'd be glad to check that out.
Okay. Martina's asking if she uses brick on the outside of her home, would she be able to choose a different color brick to frame the windows and doors? And if so, would that be an additional cost?
Kym, do you know the answer to that?
Yes, it will be an additional cost. There is a minimum square footage to deliver brick, but in my mind, since we're already delivering brick, there's just going to be a cost for a different color. I guess if you're going to use for some sort of accents, like what we have on the soldier's horse, the headers, and the row locks on this particular house. But yes, we can do different colors. I don't think we have that in our price book, but that does not mean we cannot get you a price for that.
Right. Yeah, I've not seen that done, but certainly it's something we could look into. And yeah, typically the brick, it is going to cost more because they do charge like a minimum delivery charge.
Okay. Makes sense. And Denise, who was asking us about the go no go point, the reason she was asking is her land is on a lake and she doesn't know what's happening with it, so she's just curious what happens.
Totally understandable. Yeah.
Linda is very excited. She's building this floor plan in Floresville, Texas, and we should start construction in late December or early January. Thank you, Linda. That is very exciting.
Yeah, thanks.
Very
exciting.
Choosing us. Nicole is asking if we can shift the master suite further back so you walk into the his and her closets like for the Magnolia plan. So kind of how that has the hallway where you see the master closets and then you go one direction or the other.
Kym, what do you think?
Yeah, we can definitely do that. That's a very good question. Your salesperson could sit down in front of you and show you what it would look like, maybe even incorporating that master suite and bathroom of the Magnolia taking place with this plan as well. So yes, it is doable. We just got to figure out how to get it like you want it.
All right.
Awesome.
Great. Becky is asking if there's pictures of the coffee bar area in the kitchen. She's just had lots of questions.
Yeah. Again, we had to reach out to Kelsey to see if she had one of it.
All right, perfect. All righty. Marcella is asking, what is the price range for chemical soil treatment if needed? And does it matter if there's a flood zone on the FEMA map very close to the home, but not directly in it? So it would be in the backyard.
So questions here. I'll answer the chemical soil treatment one, and that is, it is completely unknown until we know exactly what the engineer calls for. We have done chemical injections of property, but it varies. It varies too much to even try and put a price range on it to be responsible, Marcelo. So I don't want to lead anybody in the wrong direction. But suffice to say, we've done it on numerous jobs, and it's not been a problem. And Kym, you want to answer the flood zone question?
Absolutely.
Part of the property?
Yep, Marcelo, that is a great question. So if you're in a FEMA regulated flood zone and it's very close to the home, our lenders are not going to require you that you have flood insurance, or that we really even need to have a flood elevation certificate unless your home is going to be in that FEMA area. So make sure on your survey that your surveyor has drawn where the two flood zones, or the non-flood and where the new flood, where the actual flood zone starts, so that we can all determine that and place your home out of the flood zone if that's where you want to be.
Great.
But your county or insurance are going to require to know exactly how high of the floodplain you are. So we're going to have to find that information out no matter what.
Okay. Debbie is saying she just bought 3 homes from Kym and trusts and loves you. She did a wonderful job for her. I have to hear the story about the 3 homes.
Thank you, Debbie.
So why 3 homes, Kym?
It's a long story. I should really go through that on a video.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's a family thing.
Makes sense. Makes sense. And let's see. Tawana is asking if we have pics of the standard island in the Angelina, and what is the size difference between the Angelina Island and the Wimberley Island.
So I don't have any pictures of it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any pictures of the standard island.
It's only actually about a foot. I think the standard one is 7 foot, and the Wimberley is 8'6". So it's not so. And they're the same width. They're both 4 feet in depth, I guess.
Yep.
But the other thing to consider is the Wimberley had some different features on the island that we can do on any island as well. But it's about a foot larger.
Okay, great. And that is actually all of the questions that I see.
That is a lot of questions.
That was a lot of questions.
Well, hey, we are so grateful to everybody who tuned in. Thank you, Kym, for doing this. It was great having you on. You did an awesome job. So thank you very much. Thanks for taking all of the time.
My pleasure.
Dawn, thank you for
thank
putting
you,
us on. We appreciate it. So until next time, guys, on Tilson Live, we will see you again. But until then, we hope to soon make you part of the Tilson family. Everybody have a great day.
Bye,
everybody.